So I alluded to this in my last video, and Brian over at Brian LCS, he corrected my jargon. I've been dipping into retail therapy, and I have a stack of different things that I've picked up. So, as I said in the intro, I got a stack of mail calls, and really what I was reflecting on when I saw this build up was how I was dealing with some work and stress, some stuff at home, and all of this was making me an impulsive shopper. This is a PSA for anybody who's been on Whatnot. If you're bored and you have a lot on your mind, it's easy to get caught up in buying things that you might not otherwise. And I started the year with a really focused goal. Some of the stuff in here has nothing to do with that. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be fast forwarding throughout of this because I don't think you want to listen to any ASMR. So let's get going with the first thing. All right. So the first couple things is some physical media. It's not comic book related, but still follows on the overarching kind of nerddom domain, I guess. So 22 over at 22 Comics was showing some physical media. He had some Blu-ray and some 4K stuff, and it helped me remember something I wanted to watch. And I really enjoy physical media also because I like watching what I like when I want to watch it. And so it's this one right here. It's Equilibrium, and I found it in this 8-pack. Has The Prophecy, which is another really kind of bonkers 90 movie, and then Fortress, and then it has a bunch of other things that I don't know anything about. But Equilibrium, you have Christian Bale. This is, I think, a pre-Batman Christian Bale, and he learns gun kata, which is like martial arts with guns. It's crazy. It's kind of weird. It's a dystopia. So I got this, and like, it was cheap. So there are two movies definitely in here I want. These two right here. This is why I got this. But it was like $6 for 8 movies. So we got that. And I need to make some space over here off camera. And then there was another thing I've been looking for, and I like getting stuff used. So give me a moment while I look at this. Okay, so I don't know if, yeah, this is used. So this is $6, and I've been looking for it, and I know it's not a good movie. I'm prefacing that. Okay, so when you see it, I don't want comments saying that's not a good movie. I know it's not, but if it's on, I'm going to watch it. So this is Star Wars Rise of Skywalker DVD. I can't find the DVD anywhere, and I don't have a Blu-ray player for my PC. I have a DVD player, so I can rent my DVDs, put them on my media server. I rent Kodi. It's pretty nice. Don't have this. I don't want to be beholden to the House of the Mouse to watch my Star Wars movies. So I got that. The rest, though, this stack here is all comic books. So let's get into the next box. I'm going to fast forward right here. All right. So we're in it. I don't know. Oh, okay. Sent to the comic book Shifu. This is a Whatnot purchase. So, they have lots of blue tape. That's nice. And they even did the blue tabs, which is always a bonus. Who sent this? Let's see. This is from... Oh, this is from Bronzeville. So Bronzeville was running his show, and I know he's a teacher, but his shows are too late for me as a teacher because I get up really early. But he does this awesome job kind of front-loading everything in his store. So I bid on a bunch of stuff thinking, hey, maybe I'll get this stuff. I think this is Jim. Yeah, it's Jim. I bid on multiple things, and then I went to bed, and the next morning I saw that I lost on multiple things. But I did get 2 books. So, first one, we have 52, issue number 11. First full appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman. I only have 1 copy of this. I have a bunch of copies of her cameo, and then her first appearance, her cameo, then her first appearance as Kate Kane, and then I only have 1 issue of this though, and it was $5. So okay, I'll get that. The stuff I was really going for, he had a bunch of Conan stuff, and I didn't get any of that. People outbid me. This one right here, total impulse buy. This is where I mentioned in another video, stress purchases. This was not on my radar. I wasn't thinking about it, but as I'm going down the list, I'm going like, well, if you're going to buy something on Whatnot, you want to get more than 1 book, because if I just got this one, with shipping and handling, it's would have been like $8 or $9, something like that. But if I get 2 books, the second book is only like 40 cents shipping and handling, so it makes it cheaper. It's more cost effective the more books you buy in a show. Originally, I had bidded on like 4 or 5 books. I only won 2. This one right here, he had his near mint. This is Beavis and Butthead, issue number 1. I was in college when Beavis and Butthead was on. It was a riot. Now let's see. He said this is near mint. And he is really good at grading, I think. He's a better judge than I am. He had 5211 as VF, and I can see it. There's some rub here and there, but I think he might be right. So I'll probably grade this. I don't need to read it. I got it because of nostalgia. Do I need this on my PC? Not at all. But here it is now. I'll put that over there. And then, this is another Whatnot purchase. Not anything related to what my goal is. It was total impulse buying. I think it was a Saturday morning. I was drinking a cup of coffee. Hey, there's my dog. So I'm going to skip it. Okay, so this was Feed the Zeke was a show. We have books right here. How we have this taped up. It would have been nice if that was blue tape. Just a minute. Okay, now we got it open. Feed the Zeke had a decent show. He had some cool Silver Age and early Bronze Age stuff. And so I saw these and I went, well, they're adjacent to what I'm collecting. It's not my goal though, because it was me doing retail therapy. Again, if you're on Whatnot and you're just browsing, it's easy to get sucked into this because everything's going very fast. It's the reinforcement schedule. I get that. I could teach psychology, and yet I still fell prey to it. Now, that said, these are pretty awesome books. Even has on the back. So this is a fine, and the other one's a fine minus. Okay, let's see. So the first one, we have Aquaman, issue number 38. Oh, cool. Has a stamp right there. That's pretty sweet. And then Aquaman, issue number, I have no idea. Oh, it says bottom staple is detached. That's what it says. Oh, anyway. So this Aquaman number 34. So check these out. Pretty cool. And they were cheap. Like, I got one for $9 and one for $10. For Silver Age Aquaman, I was pretty stoked about that. There's some other Aquaman books he had, because he had a lot of the Aquaman run. None of the really big keys, and people sniped them from me. So I'm not looking for Aquaman Volume 1, but now I am. That is a cool cover, though. And I do like the date stamp right there. The other one does not have it, but they present really well. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Next, this is an eBay purchase. And so it's going to take me a moment. I'm going to fast forward through this too because this guy did a great job. Is it a guy? Yeah, his name's Nate. Nate did a great job. All right, so I know what these are. I remember this. I've been purging my collection. That's the wrong word to say. I've been curating my collection, going through things, looking at different runs of books, and deciding which books bring me joy, which books elevate my collection in a way that I want to keep it, and what is stuff that I got it because it was fun, or someone else on social media was getting it, so I had to get it too. It's all those motivations that, as a comic book collector, as you become wizened, become longer in the tooth, you hopefully put aside. And so I was looking through my books, and I went, hey, these were an artist that I really did like, and he didn't do a lot of these because of terrible circumstances. I should keep them in my collection, and in fact, I should look for more. Okay, so, this is interesting. Okay, so he has them both in a bag, which I'm okay with, I guess. He's keeping them safe. So it looks like he put them in a silver. So, we have, let's do them in this order. So we got Supergirl, issue number 0 from 2005. That's a gorgeous cover. So, and then we have issue number 1 from 2005. So, 2 very cool Michael Turner covers. And for this volume now, I have all of the Michael Turner Supergirl books. Got them cheap too. Like, I think together they were like $7. I'm pretty happy with that. There are some other Michael Turner Supergirl covers he did that are a little bit pricier. And those are my hunt list now. Because I need to be a completionist about it. So up to this point, none of the books have anything to do with my collecting goal. They were all me being an impulsive buyer and immersing myself into retail therapy instead of listening to my better angels and focusing on the books I needed, which I totally could have bought. I got these instead. Am I happy with these books? Yeah. Is that what I, looking at my goal for the year, I could have been doing? All right. So this last one, this is from Graham Cracker Comics. If you haven't shopped on Graham Cracker Comics' website, that's a lot of S's right there. So they have stores in California and Illinois. I haven't been to any of their brick and mortars. I've only purchased them online. They have a deep bench of back issues. Okay. Now their website is a little arcane to navigate. It is not as nice as Midtown, for example. However, once you figure it out, you can dive into a particular volume, and they have almost everything. Okay, almost everything. So I went there, and this was a while ago. It took a while for this to show up because they had an issue. And here's the other side of it. They have incredible customer service. I have misordered before, like I've ordered duplicates on accident. Send them a message, go, hey, I made a mistake. Could I swap this one out instead? And if they haven't fulfilled the order, they'll totally do it, right? There was an issue with one of the books I ordered. Originally it was going to be 2. And they said, hey, the book we have is not in the condition we said it would be in. They said that these were Fine denouement. Very fine denouement. That's what it was. They're not in that condition. There's some water damage. We don't feel comfortable sending this to you. We tried to find another one. Is there anything else we can do? We can give you store credit or whatever. Incredible customer service. I replied back, hey, give me these books instead. They're all on my collecting goal. And they did. So, let's see what we got. So, we have Fantastic Four issue 243. Gorgeous John Byrne cover. Okay. It's a book I needed. Fantastic Four 262. This is John Byrne also. I don't know. Maybe. Anyway. This is weird. Like, they do their bags upside down where they put the tape down there. I don't understand that. If anybody knows why you would put the flap on the bottom, I'd appreciate to know. We have Fantastic Four issue 314. That's not a John Byrne book. Yeah. I think 262 is. This is not. It's a cool cover though. And then we have Fantastic Four issue 263. And they threw in Comics the Magazine issue number 1 with the homage cover of Absolute Batman. I guess it's not an homage cover, right? I've never looked at this, but hey, I got a comic magazine. If it's worthwhile, I might get the other issues. And yep. So I wanted Fantastic Four 244, which was the first appearance of some Nova character. So they swapped out 3 issues for that, which equaled the same amount, and then they threw in a magazine. So there you go. Out of all the books, these are the only one connected to my goal this year, which I'm okay with. I got something free. That's awesome. And then I have a stack of books that are awesome, and I don't mind that they're in my collection now. But it wasn't my goal, and I could have gotten more, instead of all this, I could have gotten something that I was looking for. Tell me what you think. Have you ever immersed yourself in retail therapy? Is it a good or bad thing? What's your experience has been on Whatnot? If I put these two aside right here, I can see the dangers of Whatnot. I was being careful in not ending up having a huge hit on my bank account, but it's really easy to get caught up in whatever's going on. And how do you manage? How do you balance impulsive buying and your collecting goals? Because the impulsivity of the hobby can be really enjoyable, and I see that. Like, all of these books, I'm happy to have them, but this is the stuff that I really wanted, and maybe that endorphin rush I got here with this stack right here, this one actually doesn't go here, is more satisfying than the endorphin rush I will get when I complete this run, which, to be honest, it'll be like, oh, I completed the run, and now I'm moving on to the next thing. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. This was much longer than I thought it would be. Please leave a comment down below, hit the like button, share if you want, and thanks for joining me as I shared my retail therapy. Don't forget, life really is so much better when we read more comics.